Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fixing the Flow, the podcast where we dive into real world challenges from the service industry and smart solutions that are changing the game. With me is Ben, uh, Regional Vice President of Etaprise. Ben, great to have you here.
Guru, absolutely likewise, and happy to have a chat about the possibilities that Etaprise has to offer.
Awesome, Ben. Welcome to the show. And Ben, the next few minutes, we'll be talking about how field services has changed over the years and how technology can help field services, right? What are your top three trends which you notice in the industry?
Well, the top three trends in the industry at this moment in time is obviously the artificial intelligence, which is playing a role. I think the second one is how to derive value from the artificial intelligence and how to apply that value that you can draw from the artificial intelligence capabilities to truly deliver not only value to the business but also to the customers, and thirdly, to create efficiencies within the organization.
Awesome, Ben. That's great. Of course, customers do see a lot of value in AI. You've been in the industry for more than 20 years and carry a lot of rich experience. In coming to HVAC industry, Ben, where do you see solutions like Etaprise or field service solution can eliminate complexities in HVAC operation?
Well, the HVAC industry should not be underestimated. It's quite complex. You know, you've got the let's say the more simpler installations, but you've got the larger and more complex installations. And with that goes a lot of documentation and a lot of skills and expertise that is required to install an HVAC installation as such. So what Etaprise does is actually covers the whole process of scheduling the right person, so the person with the right skills, with the right tools, and with the right spares to arrive on time to carry out the work within the project timeline and the financial constraints. So that's all that Etaprise is capable of, and obviously in certain areas also applying where we can artificial intelligence again to create those efficiencies. So you should think about when, for instance, a technician arrives on site. Right, so he's got to go through OH&S, environmental health and safety checks and procedures, etc. He's got to look at the documentation. He's got to look at the project plan. You know, there's such a lot of things that are involved, and Etaprise is the perfect tool for that.
Great, Ben. Now, one of the earlier discussions I was having with you spoke about configuration complexities in HVAC. I know where the technicians need guided digital workflows. Can you tell me some more about it?
Yeah, sure. So if you look at an HVAC installation and you look at all the different components that the installation requires, you know, the different steps, you can't start with a step 10 and end somewhere, and hopefully the first steps are covered in some or other way. So you need to go through a certain process during the installation, and you need to do the checklist. So what Etaprise basically does is provides you, as soon as you start, that particular checklist to go through each and every part that needs to be installed to build the system, the air conditioning or climate control system, actually. So that once you're towards the end point and you're going to commission the system, that it is going to work. That once you switch it on, you are absolutely sure that you've gone through all these checklists to make sure that that green light comes on and you can switch it on with confidence. That's what Etaprise can do.
That's great. Now, this comes to another topic, Ben, which is warranty and asset tracking. Right? I see that many of our customers who are in HVAC industry, the main point is warranty tracking, asset tracking. How can we help, in this manner?
Yeah, in many ways. Well, from the factory, you usually get what we call a factory warranty, and there's some terms and conditions in that. You can negotiate with the customer. Okay, let's put in a service contract. Anyway, to make a long story short, the warranty and the service contracts need to flow with each other. So what Etaprise can do is actually help you manage the warranty and the service contracts, not only in the sense of, okay, am I making any money with my warranty and service contracts or not, but the expiry dates, where are the bottlenecks that I've encountered during my warranty period. That's where we also apply AI, actually, to look at all the different contracts that are out there in the field to understand which ones are performing well, which which ones are not performing the way we were hoping for. So the ones that are not performing basically comes up, and the service manager can look at that warranty or service contract and say, look, we see that this system is not performing the way we had expected. There could be various reasons for that. We can deep dive a little bit in that as well. And that could mean, for instance, we have to engage with the factory to have a discussion around particular parts that are not functioning the way they should be functioning and potentially need to be returned and reinstalled again. So that whole warranty process is monitored and managed through Etaprise, which is quite comprehensive.
Great, Ben. And Ben, many of the contractors here, Australia and US, what are the few things they should be looking for in field service solution before they start evaluating?
Well, I might want to say simplicity of use, but that's too simple to say because there's a complex system underneath. But what it should have is the ease of use, and it should fit their workflow. So each company, one HVAC company to the other HVAC company, they all have their different ways of working. It could be a contractor working, it could be a main contractor, it could be quite complex, let's put it that way. So the expectations of the service engineer together with the end user needs to come in sync. So that the expectations that has been given during the sale of the installation must be met. So if there's a project and the project's going to take 2 months or 3 months, whatever, those timelines and the deadlines in that project needs to be met. And as the engineer goes through these different steps, right, the back office needs to understand what the engineer is doing, and the customer needs to understand what is being delivered, hopefully on time, etc., within budget, etc. So the system must work for everybody, and that's what I mean with ease of use. So project expectations must be met, must be understood, obviously, and Etaprise is a system that can help during that whole process.
Thanks, Ben. It's great much. So we're running short of time. Thanks, Ben, for those guiding the viewers on this. And thanks for joining me. And to our listeners, if you're in HVAC space and tired of duct tape solutions, check out Etaprise. It might change the way you work, right? And
Yes.
Thanks, Ben. Let's keep fixing the flow. Yeah. See you next time again.
Okay, thanks, Guru, and let's chat next time. Cheers.